As you know, today we are going to focus on antivirus vertical. If there is any niche that will be stable for eternity, it is the antivirus one. Why? Well, even the pandemic didn't manage to lower the results of marketers that promoted such ads. The reason is quite obvious. Many companies allowed their employees to work remotely, and the protection of their devices became not just a necessity, but a must. Actually, the stats show that the risk of cybersecurity increased by 600% since the pandemic started. It is a bad news for users, but a golden niche for marketers who promote antivirus. All in all, we all use desktops, mobiles, and tablets in our daily life, and no one is actually safe from malicious viruses and attacks. That's why this vertical will always be on the go. Now you realize why the antivirus niche is the one you should actually pay attention to. Basically, I want to tell you more about the reasons why people actually need the antiviruses. Understanding the needs will help you to promote such offers better. Computer viruses are ubiquitous. They can get into any device even without downloading them, just by clicking on a link. Downloading any free apps actually puts a user at risk. This especially concerns any programs aimed at entertainment. The harm is unpredictable. Sometimes a virus can be just nasty and annoying, but there is malware that can destroy all the data on your laptop. The threat may concern personal data or finances. Now a lot of people store their passports, credit card information, and other sensitive data in their devices, so it is crucial to have strong protection. Those are just main facts that I wanted to point out. I believe our expert Chadami has more fruitful information to share. Chadami, would you mind sharing your opinion on antivirus vertical in general?
Thank you, Daria. So overall, we have seen a huge and rapid growth of the entire antivirus market in the past years. One of the reasons, of course, behind it is, as you mentioned previously, is the corona and everything that corona brought with it. So a lot of people were working from home, and all of the activities that they were usually doing outside of the house were being transferred on the internet, on the web. So this, of course, brought a lot of attention, which brought a lot of malware attacks, and the web has become a super unsafe place in the past years. This has, of course, allowed the antivirus market to develop. And overall, there was an estimation that it's worth more than 37 billion last year, and with a rapid growth coming in the next years. Some interesting facts about the antivirus market is that more than 80% of desktop and laptop users have AV, or they had an AV at one point at their computers. This is an interesting fact because by mentioning also mobile devices, we see that there is a lot of room to grow in the future when it comes to mobile devices, since we have only around 1.3 billion mobile devices that have AVs on the whole world, while of course we know that the number of mobile devices is a lot bigger. So this of course gives us another maybe topic in another direction to look, because mostly we connect AVs with desktop and laptops, but in the future I think mobile market can also be explored and developed for all countries. One interesting fact, of course, due to the unsafety of the web and everything, that people are leaving traces all over the web when they are buying stuff, all type of data that they are leaving. It is expected that 40% of people without antiviruses are open to install it in the next 6 months due to the rising threats on the web market. So overall, I see a potential, and we see a huge potential on the mobile devices market, but of course the desktop and the laptop market will also keep growing, since the threats and the web is becoming even more and more unsafe every single day.
And now let's get down to choosing the offers for antivirus vertical. From my experience, I can call your attention to several points that are really crucial to know. Choose trusted and reputable companies. It would be great if those are direct advertisers, so the payouts are bigger. Check out the available features. The analysis of the market is vital in any niche, especially for antiviruses. Research the trendy niches and then learn about the compatibility with different OS devices, as well as get to know about protection from various spyware and viruses. Make sure the installation and usage processes are as easy as possible. Users should not have any issues during exploitation of program. It should be intuitively understandable. Otherwise, they wouldn't make the purchase. Pay attention to prices and discounts. The antivirus should be affordable, not too cheap or too expensive. Track sales and discounts to use them when promoting ads. It will serve as an additional trick to lure more users. Those are just the basics of selecting an offer. Use them as a checklist, not a direct instruction to follow. When it comes to launching antiviruses at RichAds, we can see several brands that show the greatest results from year to year. Those are Norton, McAfee, and Avira. Jeremy, please share some insight from your side. What do you think about the importance of human behavior with AV offers?
Thank you. So, in our opinion, it doesn't matter if we are analyzing AVs as a certain vertical, but when an advertiser is running any type of offer, AV, as you mentioned, gambling, sweeps, or any type of offers, it is important for every advertiser to understand their own audience, to understand their needs and their behavior. Of course, to understand that there is different behavior, different patterns from people coming from different geos. Of course, there is the cultural element over there also. So let's say when we are running AV offers, we have to understand what would be the incentive of a certain user that's sitting behind a computer or a mobile that would make them, or that would motivate them to buy or purchase a certain product or certain offer that we are offering. In those terms, I think that AVs should be promoted like for protection purposes and in the context of safe browsing, protection from all malware attacks, optimization of your PC, and data protection. So it's super important that we understand who is our audience, how to approach the audience, and how to motivate them and give them incentives in order for them to find our offers attractive and find our offers affordable, and why do they need to purchase those offers. Also, important things about when choosing an offer is also to have the legal aspect of the. Can we move it to? Sorry. Okay, thank you. When choosing the best offer, it's important also to look for the offers with the best payouts, with direct deals, and of course with transparent cooperation. The legal aspect is always, of course, important for every offer that we are running in the industry. And maybe the most important is to understand the entire flow of the offer and all of the requirements that the advertiser have from our own side. So it's either going to be what's the conversion, what are the limits, what's happening during uninstalls or similar thing if the offer is CPA, CPL, CPI. So it's important to have a good understanding on what is the payout and what is the legal aspects and what is expected from you as somebody who is running a certain campaign to bring to the advertiser in order to, of course, profit at the end of the day. When it comes to the best geos that work for antiviruses, we can target mostly like tier 1 geos that work absolutely the best, like United States, Canada, and United Kingdom. Of course, there is always the European market with Germany, France, and Netherlands highlighted, and LATAM geos in Latin America like Brazil, Argentina, and Chile, with also some developed countries like Japan and Australia. It's important to mention that we have been running campaigns worldwide, but these are some of the countries that we find that have the most volumes and that have the best, of course, rates and the most users that are coming from actually these countries and these regions.
Many thanks for this information. It was fascinating to hear it. And let's dive deeper into the best geos for antiviruses. Let's have a look at the slide. On the left graph, you can see the countries with the highest percentage of infected computers. China, Turkey, and Taiwan have nearly half of machines containing some form of malware. However, on the right graph, you can see the Nordic nations and Japan that have the lowest rates of malware infections globally, where only around 20% of machines are infected. What does it mean for affiliate marketers? The high percentage of protection doesn't mean that you can't find clients there. As Chadami previously said, Japan is good for launching antiviruses because people in this country take care of their safety and want to protect themselves. The same scene it with all geos from the right graph. And on the other hand, the countries from the left graph are good because you can find a lot of potential clients. Think about it. Now I'd like to share our insights and stats of the best geos for antivirus at RichAds. Chadami, I fully agree with you. We also see the same trends. I mean that generally tier 1 countries convert best, especially Europe and the USA. And the most popular and converting ones are Canada, the USA, Great Britain, Germany, Italy, France, Spain, Japan, and Australia, New Zealand. No doubt that competition is high for such geos, but the payouts for the vertical are huge, so don't hesitate to try. So this is the countries you can launch at RichAds and try to make profits there. As far as antiviruses is one of the top vertical at RichAds, you can find the most relevant information about geos to launch in our monthly reports.